Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 36 of the Secrets of the Atlas League here on Ruthless SSF. So, my main goal for today, I should say it's my only goal for today, is just to level up the Inquisitor and see how far I can push Stormburst today. Really liking this character. There's still a lot I have to figure out and tinker with, but I'm really enjoying it. I do just want to let you know I will not be here tomorrow. That's why I'm doing the recap today. I am sorry to get sick again, as I always am. But this time just a little bit more, so I'm going to try and take a couple days off and cut it off, and hopefully it won't last as long. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you near the end. Yeah, ever since I put haste on, I gotta say, this character feels so much better. I mean, I have, what? Hold on, I gotta wait for my flash to end. 49% movement speed just feels incredible. And I'm only level 70, but I gotta say, this is by far the best version of Stormburst I've ever played. I'm only hoping, I'm hoping it gets better. My biggest concern right now, and obviously, I don't know how it's going to go until later. My biggest concern is I don't think this character is going to be able to do ritual very well. Maybe it will. Maybe I'm just wrong because already I feel really tanky. But ritual is going to be pretty difficult to just be able to stand there and channel. I'm gonna have to move around a lot, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I will say though, now that my cast speed is a lot better, it's a lot easier to do that, like you just saw, just kind of click and tap and things die. Whereas before, when I would do Arcane Cloak and stuff like that, it would be really hard to do that. And if you also notice in the top left, my Arcane Surge goes up to 9 seconds, which is absolutely insane. So we're level 71, everything feels amazing. I absolutely love this character so far. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, wow, my damage feels incredible. I'm wondering how good it's going to feel on a 6 link. And it only just hit me just now that I'm an Inquisitor, and my next lab is going to give me this. This whole time, I'm like, man, the damage feels really good. Already, it's way more damage than I ever get on my mana stacking version. And we don't even have the literal reason you play Inquisitor. Obviously, the Consecrated Ground is amazing, especially when you're using the Replica Soul Tether. It's obviously incredible together. But yeah, the damage is going to be absolutely insane once I just start ignoring all their resistance. Because everything I'm fighting right now, I'm not penetrating, I'm not reducing their resist in any way, I'm not doing anything fancy like that. I'm just sitting here hitting them in the face with a bunch of balls. Got an Ava Temple here. Unfortunately, it was pretty terrible. It does have a unique swap, which is always very good. Always happy to have those. But other than that, it's just an XP and gold temple, which is always nice. Trying to get an Ichimonji here so I can double corrupt it for my dual striker. There's a couple of implicits which would be amazing on that character, but obviously Resolute Technique would just straight up kill it. The main thing killing me right now is just standing still too long. As you can see here, I really thought I could race and kill this guy, and I almost did. He was at literally 1 HP, but whatever, I had to try. So there's one problem with this character I haven't really talked about yet. I'm testing out Conk Effect right now. So the plan with Bladevortex was obviously to use my 6-link helmet that has Conk Effect and Immolate, which I think will be actively bad on this character. I'm not really sure. But you have to realize that Conk Effect actually is not a good support gem for this skill, because not only does it not make the, as you can see, the balls, they don't cluster up better or anything like that, but in addition to that, they won't overlap as often because they have such a small AoE, so I almost think it'll be a DPS loss, but at the same time, it'll still be a 6-link on Ruthless, so maybe it'll still be good. I'm not really sure. Like I said, though, I did put Conk Effect on just to test it for a little while, and it's kind of hard to tell because, my damage is just so good. I haven't even really been cursing anything. I haven't been using Assassin's Marks on Rares or anything like that, because it hasn't felt necessary. But I could easily see, Conk Effect just being a huge problem for this build, and actually making my damage worse. But maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. But also, I do just want to say, Path of Building would probably say Conk Effect is one of the best supports, but I think I'm not sure. I'm just kind of talking out of my ass a little bit here, but I feel like Path of Building probably calculates as if all the balls are overlapping all the time, which is absolutely not going to be the case. So I'm going to have to keep testing it, see how it feels, but we'll see what happens. So if you've never played Stormburst before, duration is a big part of your damage. Now, just having increased duration isn't going to do anything for you unless it's an interval of zero point 0.4. Now, if you look at my duration right now, it's 2.97 seconds. So if we use more duration, it goes over 4 seconds, which is actually a huge damage jump. Here, just to make it easier for you to look at, if you look at the balls in the top left-hand corner, you see how I'm getting 44, 45. Let's turn off more duration and try again. Yeah, you see that difference? So here's the plan. It might be the wrong decision, but I'm going to try it anyway. So here's the plan. I actually have a pretty decent Blizzard crown. It's not insane, and obviously I can't really use it until I get my Uber Lab done. But I'm going to try using this and see how it goes. Maybe when I hit 84, I'll test out the 6-link and see how it feels. But I feel like this is going to be so much better. Conk Effect is just such a bad, like, it's just such a bad gem for this character. I don't know how else to say it. Like I said though earlier, maybe it'll still be good just because it's a 6-link. But I'm gonna try this, try to do the 5-link. The only downside is I have to try and 5-link this body armor, which has been pretty brutal. So I might play this character for a while and then just try to 5-link this character later on, or the body armor later on. Or if things keep going really well, I might just stick to using this body armor until I 5-link it. But we'll see what happens. I got a Cartographer Strongbox, but funny enough, it dropped absolutely nothing, which made me a little bit sad. It's always nice seeing Harbinger bosses, though, just like the chance of getting some Harbinger orbs and just a bunch of Horizons. Now that Horizons affect every Guardian, it just feels so good stacking them up now. So doing some tier 7 maps, and I finally am able to use Hatred. The main way I was able to finally make it work is I took the life mastery, so I spend some life instead of mana, which was just enough that I needed just to maintain the skill. Now, if I don't have power charges, I don't think I have enough mana regen, but if you look in my bottom right, here, let's see. If it falls off, do I fail? Okay, nice. We can actually sustain even without power charges. That's sick. Before, even when I wasn't using Hatred, I was running out of mana. So, nice. Now that I have my mana situated, it's almost perfect. As you can see, I have like 15 unreserved mana, and I can regenerate it infinitely. It feels so good. The single target is incredible. And now I have my Uber Lab done, which I can't even imagine how much more damage it's going to give me. Like, obviously, ignoring enemy resist is just ridiculous. Got some free quality from my gem, and I got some for my duration. So, yeah, looking good. So this is my first map after doing Uber Lab, and yeah, the damage is disgusting. I did switch to the Blizzard Crown because why wouldn't I? Let's check out the single target. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's only a tier 9, but I mean, I'm only level 75, so my next, I think, 8 or 9 points are all damage. And yeah, this is less recovery. I don't know what to say, dude. I'm pretty excited. I was pretty nervous, like, as soon as I realized, oh man, my helmet's using Conk Effect, I was kind of concerned this character was going to be kind of dead in the water. But, take a look at this. Yeah, 52, almost 53. So yeah, the quality on the mortaration is amazing. Once I get that to 20%, it's going to be disgusting. I only need one more quality for the stormburst. That's why I didn't use the second font on it. But I don't know. I think this is like... I don't want to get ahead of myself because I don't want to like disappoint myself. But I feel like this character might honestly just be disgusting. And I might honestly just end up cutting like, I don't know, 5 or 10 damage points on my tree and just going for all defense. There's even a world where I could see myself dropping Hatred. I don't know, actually. I was going to say dropping Hatred for Tempest Shield, but I don't know if I could do that. Dropping Hatred sounds like a terrible idea. It's kind of awesome how much tinkering you can do with this character. I'm sure there's like 100 different ways you could take this build, and so far I'm really enjoying the direction I'm going in. I still don't know if I'm going to bother testing the helmet at level 84. Conk Effect just seems so bad on this build. Got another Alva Temple here. This one's not very good. It does have another unique swap, which is always nice, like I said earlier. And they just keep going back and forth. Whatever, it's fine. But yeah, that's all I got from that temple. Then I got another temple later on. This one was also pretty terrible. I'm getting pretty unlucky with my alvas, but to be fair, I've had like so many double corrupts this league, so I can't really complain. And more trash. I mean, whatever, it's fine. What? I don't think I've ever seen that happen. The gem thing didn't drop a gem and it just dropped a unique. Hey, 21 hatred, that's cool. So we're in tier 12 maps, and honestly, I've been dying a lot. I just had like 4 deaths in a row. I need to stop fighting mercenaries. I'd already be level 80 right now, but I keep fighting like all of them. Hey, an Alpha Scarab. I don't know why I keep fighting them. It's just like I want to see what this character can do. I'm going to mess around with the Dawnbreaker for a while and see if that keeps me alive. The main thing that's been killing me, though, is like I said, the mercenaries. So I don't think the shield's going to help too much with that. I've also been pretty lucky and had like 5 June missions in a row. Which, yeah, June is cool and all, but like I don't have good Chaos res, and I keep seeing Tora. Oh my god, I almost died right there. But yeah, I'm gonna try to stop fighting mercenaries, try to stop dying, try to get some levels. My next 3 points are all huge damage. Actually, four because the mastery is big damage anyway. Jumped into a delve because I had a Harbinger really close by. Figured I might as well just try it. And honestly, it went a lot better than I thought it would. I'll talk more about that in a second. But man, look at all that currency. Just free money and a fracturing orb, finally. I'm kind of glad I had that, like, series of deaths to being an idiot, because it made me go and test Delve finally on this character. I kind of was under the impression this build would be horrific at Delve, just because it's a channeling character, and usually channeling in a Delve is pretty horrible. I mean, obviously, like, there are exceptions, like Cyclone and stuff like that. Hey, level 80. Hold on, let's see. 11 hours and 10 minutes. Definitely not my fastest run this league. But honestly, considering how much I had to change and like improv on this character, I'm pretty happy with my speed, pretty happy with how things are going. My next few points, like I said earlier, are just going to be all damage. And I think I'm going to change my tree a little bit. I think I'm going to drop some... actually, I have two options. One, I can drop some damage on my tree, or I was thinking about dropping one of my damage supports and trying to go for like infused channeling just to get a lot of damage reduction for free. I don't know if I'm going to go that route though, but I'm going to check it out. I figured it's been a few days since I deleted my entire stash, so went for some mass crafting here. I don't really have a big plan for like what I want to use one of these clusters for, but I was like, you know what, if I hit like a really good one, I'll just try specking on the tree and see how it goes. I guess lucky or unluckily for me, it didn't hit anything, so I don't know, make of that what you will. But I got some more harbingers, so that's cool. So I did change my gems just a little bit. I dropped increased critical strikes for infused channeling just to see if I could feel even more tanky. And honestly, we are leveling up pretty quickly now. I'm going to keep using Delve just to like level up a bit. I really just want to get this like wheel right here. I know I keep talking about it, but it's just going to give me so much damage. And I'm going to waste a fracturing orb because why not? The question is physical or fire. I'm choosing fire. That is depressing. Went and fought a Delve boss, and I'm pretty surprised at the damage of this build. I feel like I keep saying that a lot, but honestly, it just does so much damage. Desperately trying to 5-link this body armor. I just want a 5-link so bad. I mean, I know I have one, but mine sucks. I want a good 5-link. I don't want this piece of trash anymore. Got a gem cutter strongbox, nothing I need, of course, but that's fine. Went and did a safe house, hit level 82, and man, we're leveling up pretty quickly. So I've done a couple tier 16s now, and I have to say, I'm really impressed with this character. The clear speed, considering it's a channel skill, feels really nice. Uh... okay, moving on. The single target feels incredible. The clear speed is pretty good, like I said, considering it's a channel skill. The survivability is getting better. I think, honestly, almost all of my deaths, not counting the deaths to mercenaries, that's just, you know, part of what's going to happen. But most of my deaths are just me standing still far too long. And in addition to that, I'm just wearing a really bad body armor. You know, we have that really good one I'm desperately trying to 5-link. At 84, I might try out the 6-link helmet, but I kind of don't want to because, I don't know, I feel like the conk effect is just going to feel so bad. But I don't know. Also, what the hell? As you know, when I roll new characters, I'm trying to not use mercs for as long as I can for a couple of reasons. One, mercs are generally overpowered, especially if you're using one that's just like dealing damage and clearing for you. But you know, having an extra aura or two is just ridiculous in this game. Like even one free aura is just so much power. But mine is going to be a defensive one, determination, vitality, the double aura. And I've been trying not to use it for a while because for, you know, a couple of reasons. One, what the hell is this map? One, they're overpowered, like I said, but two, I really want to see how this character will function. That way, in the future, if I ever want to reroll this character again, I'll have a good idea on what it can and cannot do and how fast it can do it. So I'm probably going to start using my Merc because the biggest thing is gold. You get so much more gold when you have a Merc, and obviously it's okay, I'm still getting decent gold right now, especially since I have Rarity, which I'm sure is helping a little bit. I'm actually not sure about that, but I think it is a little bit. So I'm probably going to start running a Merc now, and I'm going to try not to feel bad about it. I was kind of hoping I could just, like, be in tier 12s or 13s today. I wasn't really expecting just to jump straight up to tier 16, but I'm really glad I did. At first, I was like, I'm not even going to try until I hit level 85, But yeah, no reason to do that. As you just saw, we killed a ghosted tier 16 with Affliction. Now I'm trying for a recombiner, but obviously it failed. Obviously, we have not hit a single combine all league, which is pretty depressing, but to be expected. Got a tier 17, got a Minotaur. I'm really close to doing a Shaper Guardian fight. I kind of want to do it on this character, but I'm going to wait a little while. Hit level 83, so we get the crit mastery, which is just a ton of damage. Got another Guardian drop, and I'm going to try doing the Elder, or the Shaper fight, or Shaper Invitation, I should say, on the other character, but I kind of want to try it on this build, but I won't. I died once to the Hydra. I had like 1 HP. I stopped attacking because I thought it was dead. But you should never do that. You should just attack until it dies. And it's time to slam. Please don't die. It's always cold damage. Why? Whatever, it's fine. I went and fought the Shaper Invitation. I tried specking for Unwavering Stance so I couldn't be stunned. And you know what? I did a lot worse. I did so much worse this time. I know my evasion is bad, but like blocking a hit every now and then actually does help. Whatever, I failed at invite, it's okay. We dropped the Tempest Shield finally, it's my first one. Tried doing the tier 17, and I did pretty decent this time around. But the hardest part is, one, I don't know all the mechanics of the fight, and two, it's really hard to learn them because I can't see anything. I can't see anything at all. On the bright side, though, this character I can see very well, and we took down Drox, and it was a pretty rippy map. It was kind of rough, too, because I didn't have mana regen, which was pretty tedious, gonna be honest with you. So I know it's just Drox and nothing insane, but I mean, how many characters have I played that have struggled just to kill Drox without any mods at all? I honestly think this character might be my go-to bosser. I'm not entirely sure yet, there's still a long way to go. But I mean, my gem just hit level 19, I'm only level 83, I have a ton of upgrades to make for this character, and of course, you know, I'm still using this really bad body armor, so I kind of have high hopes for this build. But yeah, it's kind of funny how taking stun immunity made the Shaper invite way worse for me. Like, that was probably my worst attempt so far. But even without it, I don't know. It's like, it's so questionable doing it on the, what's it called? On the Starfaller character. Because the biggest problem is I don't really have much mitigation. So if anything really hits me, I die. I mean, I do have mitigation with, like, the blind reduction, fortify, and infused channeling. But it's obviously not enough. Went and completed another safe house, and didn't really get anything good from it, but it just feels good running these. I still die to betrayal on the maps every once in a while, and wouldn't you know it, I dropped my fourth determination before Pride. Hey, if you made this far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm level 83, 45% of the way to 84. I am loving this character. This is by far the best version of Stormburst I have ever played. I'm actually enjoying it, and it feels really strong. There's a lot of stuff to improve with this character, and you might notice I have damage taken recouped as life, which is really bad. If you look at my life at the bottom left, yeah, I'm losing like 200 life just by having it. But now that I'm in higher tier maps with this character, I can start farming for Eldritch currency to get rid of that. But obviously the ultimate goal is to put this on. Oops. God dang, man. This thing is beautiful. I'm really excited to use it. I can also change the all res. The reason I had that originally is I thought this character was going to really struggle to get res capped. But now that I've changed some stuff around, I don't think it's going to be that bad. The Blizzard crown is fantastic. I definitely need to get a better rolled one, but I mean, this one could be way worse. So I do have this shield. I do switch back and forth from it from time to time. It is my DPS shield. It's not like insane damage or anything like that, but it does help. It adds up pretty quickly. But generally, especially now while I'm leveling, I'm just using Dawnbreaker. It does a really good job of keeping me alive, especially when you combine it with a Merc. It gives me a ton of armor. Like right now, I have like 3k. With a Merc, I have like 10k, which still is not a lot, but for this character, it feels really nice. Currency stash tab is looking pretty good. I got a lot of stuff just saved up. I wasted a lot of scours. My fusings are cursed. I don't know what it is, man. I just can't 5-link this body armor. It's so sad. It's not even like a crazy body armor or anything, but like that 2000 armor and that 400 ES is going to go a long way. I mean, we only have 100 on this armor and we have 1500. Just feels so nice. And obviously it would be a little higher if I got rid of the enchantment here that's destroying my life mastery. But yeah, loving this build. Really looking forward to seeing how it goes. And you already know everything there is to know about my Cycloner. We've been talking about the Starcaller pretty much for the last week and a half. So let's take a look at my maps now. Get out of my way. We're finally over 1,000 red maps, 1,063. I am going to be playing this weekend, but off and on, I'm not going to be playing a lot. I'm going to be trying to sleep and rest a lot. Like I said, I have not been feeling good, and it's just escalating, so I want to take some time off. So I'm just going to relax, farm some levels, and honestly, I think what I would really like to do is farm for a Elder Guardian map and try it with this character and see how it feels, and then try doing the Shaper map again. I am going to go fight Shaper as well sometime this weekend just to see how it feels. But I mean, my gems aren't even level 20 yet, but they are level 19, so it's pretty good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully I see you on Monday.